Hey Virgo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your February 11 career reading. I want to first say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. It really helps the channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you'd like for me to send you my good juju, my energy, say hi in the comments section or even leave an emoji, something you're comfortable with that represents your energy that I can focus on. And then I encourage you all to do it for each other too, because we can do that for each other. All right. Starting with career and then moving into love. What does Virgo need to know for February 2024? Only taking cards that fly out on their own. Whoa. Queen of Pentacles, starting it off with your own energy in the zone. You guys are being noticed and all the parts of you that you want to be noticed. The organizational skills. I know not all of you guys are organized like a stereotypical Virgo, but for the sake of this reading, we're going to stereotype you a little bit. No, just that down-to-earth, practical side. It's resonating with people. It's that salt of the earth, that the reliability that Virgos can have. It's coming out and it's going to lead to the Ten of Cups. It's going to make you very, very happy. So you're in the zone professionally. We do have a Page of Cups upside down here. Let's talk about that. The cards are acting funny. Okay, so there's something that you might be closing up a project, or it could be just a long, hard day, hard work day. You might feel it might be triggering, like almost an aspect of your nature that you don't see often, and that is we all have a small child in us when you were pushed or we're triggered that kind of wants to just like throw down the game and walk away, and you are going to challenge it back. I don't think you're going to give into impulse, but you're going to be so happy to kind of wrap up this project, and it is wrapping up. It's just exhausting, and it's required you to really work super hard. And if anybody has the ability to do that and do a fantastic job, it's going to be you. Okay, you guys, you're going to be so happy. You're going to feel, super supported and loved and connected with family, and all of that is clicking in this month. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's some rejoicing when this project, whatever this is all finished up. Could be with the King of Cups. This King of Cups represents a watery, creative energy, kind of an emotional energy. Could be literally a water sign or just somebody who's more on the sensitive side. But they can be very tolerant and kind when they're balanced. It could be somebody that you're actually collaborating with. That's what it feels like. Let's see if there's anything else on that. Queen of Swords. There's a room of people. Yeah, it's interesting because there is a moment of reevaluating your own negativity while you're closing up this project with others. And it's kind of like you're dodging a bullet with it. So cool. This is why Queen of Pentacles was one of the first cards to come out, is like you are grabbing onto your practical nature when you're challenged with your own emotions coming up. So ultimately, this looks really great. For career, it's like you're coming to an end of this project. You're going to have celebration and happiness. It's all ending really well with the Sun card. I mean, it's a fantastic reading. This is a really great career reading. Job well done. And I think that where this leaves you off is you're going to be more picky with how you spend your time and what you're going to be prioritizing going into spring, leaving winter. Because February, it's like there's a lot of reason to celebrate. You're finishing up something that challenged you a little bit, but you're not alone. You do have love and support. And if anything, it makes you kind of grind down into your nature even more, which really helps you out. So you already have the built-in toolkit. And yeah, going forward, you're going to be a little bit more picky with how you spend your time. Maybe the jobs that you pick up or the those you work with. Okay, so that looks really great, you guys. So gathering these back up, we're going to do your love reading. And okay. 2024. One more for good measure. Love for Virgo. February 2024. What do you have for love for Virgo? Nice. Whoa. Page of Cups. We have the Wands. Wands represent fiery energy, the go-go juice in life, the doing things, the action. And this particular action is an interesting contrast, but they do balance each other out. So here we have a defensive energy, like this sense of I'm not giving up. I'm bruised, I'm battered, I'm worn out in love. And those I care about, and my history and memories could be attached to this or recent events, but you are not giving up. And then that came out with the Four of Wands, which is this very stable place. It's also a stable place. It's a place of celebration too. Some of you guys could be going to weddings, reunions. Just have to throw that out there. But it's really reaching a milestone. That's what it's talking about in love. And you earned it. You didn't give up. This is tenacity right here, okay? And then we have the Page of Cups, which is new infatuation. This is a crush. This is something that, it's a page, so it represents that youthful energy. You might be feeling like a kid again. This is flirtation. But it's a wild twist. Basically, the Page of Cups is one of my favorite cards because it's the miracle card. Out of nowhere, something magical happens. So let's talk about that a little bit. For my Virgos, we have two out. So there was this harsh ending. So it comes on the heels of this very hard ending. There could have been words exchanged. This could have felt sudden. This, the Ten of Swords. The tens always represent endings, right? But the Ten of Swords in particular, this is a hard one as it represents with this person getting stabbed in the back with swords. But I want you to pay attention to, it's always darkest before the dawn, to this light coming up, right? So this is, the worst is over with and the sun is coming up. And that came attached to this message, the Hangman. This represents Piscean energy. Pisces rules this card, and it also talks about getting a different perspective on things. And it's like physically, it's literally depicted with this person hanging off a tree branch upside down, looking at something completely different. So it's looking at this hard ending completely different. Now there's a sacrifice for this perspective one makes, and that is the other very important message of the Hanged Man. It requires patience and the ability to stand back to get this perspective is the gift, but it required a sacrifice, and that was this ending. It's all attached to this magical twist energy of Page of Cups. And I want to point something out about the Page of Cups that's really important because everything is symbolic in tarot. There's this fish jumping out of a cup there. Now, a fish could survive in a cup of water for sure, but are you going to find one there? Not likely, right? So it's just kind of another symbol depicting of like where you least find it is something magical. Okay. We also have the Lovers card. This is attraction. This is somebody special. This could be a soulmate. This could be a twin flame. And the Lovers card used to be called in tarot, it used to be called the choice. Okay, so there's usually a choice that comes from this. What is this? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And we got 3 with 3. This is collaboration. This might feel like a risky new venture. So basically this feels like somebody new is coming into your life, and they could be different. They could be different than what you're used to. And they could pose like anytime after we've been through the Ten of Swords, we're tender, right? We know what it is to be surprised. We know what it is to hurt. And so in that sense, this could feel risky. You don't want to take anything for granted. Somehow your community, your close community, whether that's friends, could be therapists, it could be online dating for some of you guys, but the 3s are about alliances. Supportive alliances are going to be very important in February when you're feeling this way, like this is all about collaboration. This could be about getting advice. This could be about friendship and who you put your trust in, who's around you, okay? And what it could also be pointing out, I want to make sure you guys, if this resonates, you know, only take it if it resonates. For some of you guys, this is pointing out that you need to look a little closer to those you're surrounding yourself by. Let me get a little bit more information on that, because there might be some risk to that. Yeah, so anybody in your midst who may be a flake, I'm going to point them out in particular. Anybody who might be a Debbie Downer, because all you have to do is look at their lives, okay? So if they don't finish things or if they run away from things, take everything they say, take their influence with a grain of salt, okay? So that's what that is saying, is it's going to be risky to hang out with that influence, particularly in this point in your life. And the reason is, right, you'd never expect finding a fish in that goblet. Can one survive? Yes. So out of where you least expect it is something quite magical, and it is love. But that person that is surrounding you either in your workspace or in your friend group, they don't believe in those type of coincidences. And you can just look at their lives as an example, not to be rude or anything, but just be discerning, okay? That's all I want to say about that. What's this Four of Wands? This reaching a milestone, right? You're going to be possibly looking at travel. You're going to have new energy to move forward and apply yourself to fresh plans. And you might be asking yourself, you could be looking at yourself with a new perspective of like, what am I capable of? And what do I bring to the table? What do I want to bring to the table? Maybe I want to try something new. I want to be somebody new in this relationship. Maybe they see me differently and I really like what they see, and I'm going to grow that. Get the picture. It all looks very, very positive. So you guys, let's get one of these oracle cards. This is the Romance Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. For our Virgos, we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And from the Divine Feather deck, for our Virgos, we have the message of the Cardinal. That is, stand tall and proud, see the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. So again, I wanted to point out, like, if you have any doubters, that's fine. Don't listen to them. Listen to your feelings. They're going to lead you straight, and you earned this. You deserve good things. All right, Virgo, sending you off with love and light. Say hi in the comments section, like and subscribe.